Hello everyone, I am Tacit and welcome to the Gems of War Campaign 16 soon TM Week 0 Day 3. So today, of course, we have ourselves a pet event day. We have ourselves the Brown Mastery pet from that of the Hellcrag. It's a relatively new pet. This is not the one for the team bonus, but rather the one that just simply gives you Brown Mastery, which theoretically is used more often in the sense that you use it every fight. Though, of course, later in the game, the amount of extra % chance you'll get to surge on a 3 is pretty much like 0.0001% from this guy. But hey, he still helps. Every brown you ever take, that's 3. He could have been the one that made you surge. But, yeah, he does basically nothing. But, of course, I still need more copies of him. He's relatively new. He came out when, a bit after Hellcrag came out. I don't remember exactly when, but, of course, Hellcrag's the most recent kingdom currently added to the game. Oh, sorry, Volpecia is. The second most recent kingdom added to the game. So, yeah, it's a relatively new pet. So, you know what? Let's actually start with that. Of course, we're still trying to get all the EXP bonuses. We're trying to stack them. We have stacked currently 1 EXP bonus. I have managed to not accidentally click it. So, we have successfully done that. So, that's good. As far as that, yeah, we're trying to stack 8 of them. And we'll have all 8 of them hopefully next Wednesday. And we'll win on Tuesday Guild War. That's the game plan. If we don't win on Tuesday Guild War, we'll still be able to stack 8. We just have to, keep doing it over and over again. It will eventually have 8 to use, as long as we win once during the Guild War week. Anyways, also, why is this not letting me scroll? That's so weird. It has like a dead space there. I'm like scrolling. Look at that. You see that, right? I'm like clicking and it's not scrolling. What is this? I've never seen this before. Have you guys had this issue before? I've never seen this. I'm scrolling up and it's not scrolling up. What on earth is happening? That's so weird. Look at this. This isn't me just moving my mouse. I'm like clicking to move the thing. Why is that being so weird? Anyways, I've never seen that issue until literally just now. Alright, let's go fight. We're currently one-shotting everything with the Diamantina, as per usual as far as pet battles are concerned. Which you can barely tell because we barely ever run pet battles these days. Very rarely do we have to do it. And very rarely do we actually like optionally do it just for pet food. Which we probably should because we've been really low on pet food lately. But Diamantina's pretty good for this. It one-shots everything except the 2 last fights. And that's why we're using Emperor, so we can gain the magic. So we can one-shot the last 2 fights. Anyways, hello everyone! Hello Bill! Hello Supernova! Hello Genki! And thank you for leaving a like, really appreciate it. Hello Mr. Z! Hello Lester! Hello Bill! Hello Stacy! Hello Daddy Shark! Hello Cookie! Hello Supernova! Supernova! And hello Verdalis! Welcome, welcome. I was just reading your comment. Alright, we have the Empress. I do not have the other mana, so we'll click that. Don't really need Empress on these earlier fights. It is a little bit slower on these like super early fights, but it's mostly just so we don't have to switch out our team. Because it is a little bit slower for pretty much all 6 of the earlier fights compared to some other teams. But it wins the 6th, 7th, and 8th quite a bit quicker than some others, so it overall comes out to be better, I would say, in most situations. But it is still efficient to switch between 2 teams when running through pet events. I just feel like almost no one ever does because it's just too much work to bother. So pretty much no one runs double. But it is something that you can end up doing, of course. We're just sticking with the 1 and hoping Thrall gets mana. Between Leprechaun and, Thrall itself, we should be fine most battles. Sometimes it slips through and just doesn't really get to do that much. Anyways, what have you guys been doing today? We've kind of been stuck doing the other game all day again, and we're going to do the same thing tomorrow. Though not on Friday, because I have a few things I need to go do on Friday. Otherwise, I would. Though, I might do, Friday might be the day I do a midday stream, though a little bit later in the day. Maybe even after the Gems of War stream. Maybe before, I'm not sure. But I kind of want to do Pac-Man 99. That one Battle Royale Pac-Man game is finally going offline in like, I think like a few days from now. And I figured we got to stream it at least once before it goes offline. It's quite a nostalgic game for me. I'm pretty sure a lot of you guys played it in arcades and stuff. Gosh, the amount of quarters I put in Pac-Man machines in the past. But yeah, we're definitely going to be doing that, at least one last send-off for it, since it'll be gone. Obviously not the original game, but the Battle Royale version of it will be gone. Which is kind of sad. I was hoping that one would stay around a while. I know I've barely played it since it came out, but it's one of those fun things is to kind of start up whenever and be like, hey, there it is. What do we need here? I'll take that one over. When the last time? Oh gosh, I used this team so we could do the double thing, and I forgot to even do the double thing. But when was the last time any of you guys have been in a arcade? where you use quarters for everything. Because gosh, has it been a long time for me. I want to say, actually not that long. It was 4 years ago. Actually, technically even less than that, depending on... I guess it isn't that long. It feels like longer, though. It definitely feels like longer. Especially when it was actually, like, really, really good. I guess that when you're a kid, it does seem better, though. It was still pretty good when I went 4 years ago with some friends, though. Alright, there we go. Oh, we got one of our objectives then, too. There should be a guarantee upgrade, even if we only get one. It is that guaranteed. Let's see, let's go to pets. Upgradable. That will bring it up to second to last level. And we're good to go. Throw that into there, throw that into there. And that is a level 15, little hand. We get 2 extra gem mastery for it. And another 2 when it's fully maxed. Anyways, and that brings our surge chance from, big decimal to bigger decimal. Actually, where can you see the number these days? I know it doesn't show all the decimals. Imagine if it did. Because this has like a 10,000 decimals at the end of it. You can never see anything but the whole number. But this actual number is something like 57.7367 point something. Whatever else is there. Let's see. We did that, we did that. Oh, we got our gems as well. Don't accidentally claim the EXP. We will at some point. We've been pretty good about it so far. Oh, we got to kill 150 blue today, too. Nice. Actually, you know what? That's actually really convenient because I was planning on opening a lot of Volkies today. And I think we will as soon as we clear out dailies. If we're going to clear out all dailies and then go, just open just like a ton of Volkies. Maybe even like 100. We'll see. I'm not sure exactly how many yet, but we're going to tear through a lot of them today. I do want to finish them all before next Vault event, of course. So that we still got a decent amount of time. It's not like we're in any rush, but might as well have it done earlier than later. Because we don't need that until the weekend after the 23rd, which is the 28th, I believe it is. 28th, 29th, 30th. Sound like the right dates. It's like the few days before Halloween, pretty much. Okay, I already one-shotted. Oh, yeah, didn't we already see this last night? Wait, we already knew about this last night, right? Yeah. But they nerfed, Dragonstone Guardian into the ground. It's so sad. It has a 35% chance to give Reflect to a random ally when its turn begins, rather than actually being good. I'm not sure if they're going to change that change, but if they're going to permanently keep it like that, they nerfed it into the ground compared to what the text originally said on it. Which is kind of sad. Unless that's just like a temporary one until they actually do the real one. Oh, it's only a temporary fix? Oh, okay. It's a temporary fix until they do the real one. Oh, nice. That's good, at least. Alright, they did not nerf him into the ground. According to the forums. Oh, yeah, they probably had, not Salty, what's her name? Probably Nimhane, make a post on it. That's good. Okay, so he is going to be restored to its previous glory. Or, you know, what the text should have said to begin with. Or should have done, based on what it said at the beginning. Alright, so that's just a temporary one for now. Why did they make such an awful temporary one? I guess if we don't get attached to the better one. Because the last time they did a temporary effect, it was like 50% mana start to that one dragon that creates 2 gems per turn. And he was way stronger when he was 50% mana start, mostly because the current 50% mana start dragon is so bad. So like any other 50% mana start dragon in comparison is just so good. The World Lore event scoring is top breeds on the forum. Wait, why? As far as... Wait, what do you mean by that? I'm confused by that comment. I understand what it means, but I am confused by what it implies. They said they actually didn't have that trait or type of trait programmed. But there is others ones like it. Yeah, that's what I was thinking before. Like, there are so many things that actually do, like, well, maybe not a lot. But there are other troops in the game that do a similar mechanic. Not with Reflect, but, you know, other effects in the game. To specifically reflect. Hello, Chad. Welcome, welcome. Yeah, this week is one of those 15-15 World event things. Where it's 15 fights and another 15 fights, and then it's the same each time. Or, you know, in the same sense that it doesn't keep cycling. Yeah, it's a 15-15 event, or whatever the name is. Where the first 0 to 15 fights are won. Then you have the next 16 to 30. And then 31 onwards is the same thing each time. And by same thing, I mean, you know, eventually just keep cycling over and over again. With all the battles available. Which means you eventually get locked up with just all the worst one. Which means all we'll have is Wardrocks eventually. And nothing but Wardrocks. But yeah, Genki, I didn't really acknowledge it too much in the previous stream, oddly enough. I did see it, though, but I didn't, like, mention much on it. But, congrats on the second shiny in the other game, by the way. You said you got the, oh, whatever that little panda thingy is. Or whatever that thing is. I already forget. But yeah, that thingy. I know what the thing looks like. I forget how to describe it, though. Have you actually streamed since then? Or did he actually do it off-stream? Because I haven't watched you play it in a while. Like, ever since I got into it, I don't think I've seen a single stream of you do it. That's either because you haven't done a stream for it, or, I don't know, YouTube just buried it. Let's see. Oh, there's a question for me on Discord? Sure, I'll go check it after this. I was eating between the two streams, so I haven't had a chance to check it yet. Yeah, I'll go check it after the stream. I thought you were talking about Isabel when you mentioned it on the previous stream. I didn't realize that was directed to me. Yeah, I'll go check it after this one. The reason I ended the other stream earlier so is I could actually eat dinner beforehand. So now we're nice and full. I'm probably still going to go for a snack after the stream, though. Did I get my own shiny last night? No. But honestly, I almost want to shiny hunt one before we do tomorrow's stream. Like, randomly tonight. Because, I can't believe we don't have one yet. Like, we should have, like, 3 by now. I either just didn't see them, or we are super unlucky on drop rate. Because it's about a 1 in 500, and we've cycled through bare minimum, 1,500 plus units already. So we're, like, 3 times over drop rate. If we were specifically grinding for one, I feel like it would only take, like, an hour or 2. But obviously, when you're going through all the day cycles and everything, you're not seeing as many chances. It's easier to miss them if you're not, like, directly looking. If we did happen to miss any. Yeah, it's a 0.2%, which is 1 in 500. Which is same as max odds in most modern Pokemon games. Like, after you have every single possible boost. Except in that game, it's the default rate instead of needing a billion other things before you get to that rate. Like, in the most recent Pokemon game, you'll need, like, the Shiny Charm, and a Max Sandwich, and a Outbreak all together. Whereas in that game, it's just, all of them just have it by default. Which makes shiny hunting earlier in the game less punishing, because you have full max rate rather than the super reduced one, which would be like 1 in 4,000 something. But in that game, it just starts you with the 1 in 500. Anyways, let's go to dungeon. Let's go through the rest of the dailies, and then we're probably going to open Volkeys probably most of the stream. Oh, come on, we can't get to top 3 2 days in a row? Oh, sad. Very unfortunate. Oh, I thought that was the trap. I always think this is the trap. Doesn't this look like a trap? If it wasn't for the fact that it says blessed right there, this 100% looks like a trap. Like, you can't show me that image and say that's not a trap. A skull on, like, a throne that looks like if you take it, a giant boulder will chase after you. I'm still kind of disappointed we don't have shiny hunting in Gems of War, though. That was one thing I was hoping with shiny cards. Is like, oh, we can hunt for them directly. And while you can technically target your keys directly, you know, there's no way to, like, shiny hunt in Gems of War. Like, if there was one specific troop that you really want maxed, there is currently no way to target it to get shiny in Gems of War. You simply just have to do it through the entire RNG table. And as more shinies come into the game, it'll become increasingly harder to do any one individual one, unless it's the brand new one that came out on a given week. I do hope they adjust that system into the future. But as it currently stands, it's a bit of a weird system. It's nice having some extra bonuses on all those troops, though. But the actual system of how it's all set up is kind of weird and clunky. But we'll be using our shiny keys, probably for the blue one, or sorry, the yellow one coming up. I'm not even pointing at the right one, but these keys over here. We're going to be using it when the yellow infinite loop comes out, the one for Journey. I was considering just putting $10 towards it, but we did that last time, and we could just do it for free this time. We don't even need to spend the $10 to get it to level 2. We can just use all of our free keys to get it there this time. Because I did that for the red guy, we spent $10. This is the one and only time we did it. But now when the other one rolls around, we're just going to do it for free. Because we have enough keys at this point, because it's been like, what, 6 weeks of keys? Maybe more? Probably even more by the time we have the event. Like almost a month of keys. I mean, not a month, I mean like 2 months of keys, I mean. What do we need there? Take that one over. Oh, hello, Steve! Hello, Logic's there! Welcome, welcome. Hope all's been well. Alright, we did that, we did that, we did that. Nice. Okay, the only dailies we have not done. Anything on adventure board? Yes, let me grab that. Only other one then is Underspire, I believe. I'm forgetting of one. And then we'll open Vault keys the rest of the time. Oh, yeah, we'll run Magnesia. I still have no clue why I keep running Magnesia for this, other than the fact that I've just done it out of habit for so long. And it's like one of the only few times we ever realistically use Phoenicia. That, I don't know, I kind of feel the need to do so. It's not the worst thing to be running for this. It's still just as quick as it was before. It's not like the team magically got slower. Just there's a few other teams that are slightly quicker than it now, but it itself is not any slower. And it's mostly because of its damage range. As long as it's still one-shotting the whole time, it's basically same speed anyways. Only on like the legendary and mythic fights, particularly the mythic ones, where it does not naturally have enough damage to one-shot, but Diamantina does. The full combo. Whereas the only instance where she's like a little bit slower compared to it. It's very rare that we see a legendary or mythic. Which I think she still has enough damage to one-shot legendary anyway, so it's mostly just mythic. Okay, we did that, we did that. What was our battle thingies? Oh, I gotta go do 5 PvP. You know what? We're gonna do this the super easy way. I'm just gonna pick the lowest level thing and just one-shot Diamantina. We're gonna play it just like we did the pet events. Exact same strategy. Except we're up against a much harder team. Let's throw this down. Oh wait, I'm actually using a different team. Never mind. Not exact same strategy. I'm using the true one-shot build. Click Leprechaun, click Diamantina, win. This is the one you use for Volkies. Actually, we're going to be using this a lot in a moment. Because this is the Volky quick kill team. But it also works perfectly fine for PvP lowest level. 1 trophy PvP. Because almost everything here should be able to one-shot. Obviously, there are some battles where it won't. But a good majority of them it can. Oh, the web spin or triple skull? That's actually kind of scary if we get hit too hard. Come on, extra turn. Oh no, we got webbed! No, we actually lost! I forgot it has web on hit as well. Oh, that's funny. It wasn't even the, it wasn't even the damage that was the problem. I forgot. The web just kind of does this in immediately, doesn't it? Whoops. Also, I just realized we're not going to have enough damage to kill this fight. Such a really high statted one. I'll say it's infinite loop. Hey, rockworm. There we go. Also, it costs gem to reroll PvP. But one way you can reroll it for free, technically, if you really want to, is just enter a fight and then run from the fight. Also, we just triple killed off of 7%. Or technically, it triggered twice. We almost got the infamous full wipe out of randomly against something with no stats. It's exceedingly rare. But you can 4 times wipe a team with 1 single kill. Using any of the hero class that have the 7% insta-kill. You have to roll the 7% into the 7% into the 7%. And we just rolled it twice, but we didn't roll it 3 times. They're triple lucky 7s. The true 3 7s of Gems of War. is when you somehow get a kill and then get the 777% insta-kill. I think we have seen it before. I actually don't even remember. It is absurdly rare, though. I know we've gotten it twice, like, dozens upon dozens of time. Like, we literally just did it now. But the triple is very, very exceedingly rare. Because you have to both roll those two double 7% and then still roll another 7%. Very rare, but it does ever so occasionally happen. You can't ever depend on it, obviously. But it is a thing that can happen. Also, have we not done 5 fights yet? It sure feels like 5 fights. Though, I guess counting the ones we've ran away from it has been, but also hasn't been. We've definitely done more than 5 fights, but obviously not all of them were wins, like that one. Is that our 4th? I feel like we already triggered it by now. Let me check. Oh, well, you already triggered it by now. No wonder. I was going to say, that definitely felt like we did 5 by now. And of course, we're stalling all these EXPs for Guild War. So I shall not be claiming that. We'll be using that on, ideally, Wednesday, if all things work out. Alright, only daily we have not done is Underspire. Let's go hand out the first code. We'll have another one in a little bit. And then we're going to open up some Volkies. And then we'll have another code around that time. Here you guys go, the first code of 2. Enjoy. Now let's go mess with Underspire, and then the rest of the time we'll be doing Volky openings. And we'll hand out probably the next Volky whenever we get a cool drop from the Volkies themselves. Or sorry, the next redeem code when we get the next cool Volky drop. Alright, we'll throw this down twice as we have been. Nice 150. We're on pretty good track right now. This should be the boss room right here, if I'm not mistaken. Because there's literally no other path left, so we full scouted this floor. So it kind of has to be here. As with pretty much every event this week, we are still running Chalcedony. And we are running the dragon that unfortunately got nerfed, but he is going to apparently have his ability back at some point. The one he should have had to begin with. But it'll be fixed once they can get it coded. Which assumably is going to be around the time of the Halloween update. Which should be 2 weeks from now? Not next week's Tuesday, but the following week's Tuesday. That's not confirmed, but it's a pretty likely date for it. When the next like major patch is. And you know, by major patch, I mean any patch. Because it's not going to be that big of a patch. It shouldn't be. The next patch should be a relatively small one. Though, they've surprised us before. When a patch seemed like it was just going to be a small one, and then it was like the biggest patch of the year. Like the December one last year was. Normally that's a really small one. And in theory it was. But the change that it made was so massive that it was basically the biggest patch all year. Even though it did barely anything, the thing that it did was just so fundamental to everything you do in the game that it was actually a big patch. And of course that was the orb update. Like pretty much the whole update was like, oh, there's a few more drops in orbs now. But that alone became the best, basically, update of the year. Simply because it was a gigantic loot to both Volkies and every orb you ever roll. And it made actually rolling orbs kind of good in late game again. Because prior to then, all you really had to look forward to were the 1% power orbs that did nothing. Or the major pet, or not the major pets. Or the major purples or blues. But of course now we have the pets, we have the forgings. We have the, though those forgings do eventually fall off. But we have the pets and the glory orbs. Which are huge. Glory orbs basically almost killed Explore 12. I probably ran less Explore 12 this year than like the first week that Explore 12 existed. Because we went on like a super power grind for the 2, well technically only 1, but we ended up ultimately getting 2 of the, what's his name? The Horde Mimic. And I would still say that's one of the hardest grinds to do in the game to this date. It's very luck-based. Probably the most luck-based grind in the game, even more so than Gem Dragon. Because at least the Gem Dragon, you're always making some amount of progress. Even when you're getting like the worst RNG ever on the eggs, you're still like always making some progress. Whereas you don't have the equivalents for that with the Horde Mimic. You either get the drop or you don't get the drop. And that makes it very, very annoying to get, especially when you go dry on it. You stopped doing Explore ever since Underspire came out? I would say I'm pretty similar, though I kind of stopped doing Explore even before Underspire came out. Though we've never stopped doing Underspire. Has anyone stopped doing Underspire yet? As like a daily or a weekly? Because I would always advise at least using the free torches. The free torches get you a double bronze orb. Or, you know, bronze glory. Whatever you call them. It's always worth at least going for that. Even if you upgrade every mythic with that, you can still do it on Legends. Oh, why did I almost go that way? I almost just clicked on that room for some reason. I have no clue why. You tried to stop? What made you not? The loot being too shiny? Because, honestly, the loot is kind of, hard to pass up on, at least later in the game. Earlier on in the game, it might not seem as enticing, especially the gem cost relative to what it turns into. But later in the game, it's one of the best transfer of gems in the entire game. It just, if you're going for, like, max each time, it's way too expensive for a lot of progression through the game. But later on, when you have the gems to do it, it beats out almost every other value for gem spent. You keep getting lucky on the first set of rooms, and it gets you hooked every time. I do have to say, I said a lot about Underspire, but it is by far my favorite mode in the entire game. They basically took the best part of almost every mode in Gems of War and just combined it together. And made a really fun mode out of it. Or at least I personally feel so. It still always reminds me of the DLC for Darkest Dungeon, though. The first one. The good game. But Darkest Dungeon 1's Crimson Court DLC. Because the way that you scout everything is exactly the same. I wouldn't even be surprised if that's what they basically ripped as the idea for this. It's like, oh, let's just copy that. Because it is very similar with how the locked gate system works. And the, just the overall, like, how you scout each room. But luckily in Gems of War, you don't have to backtrack for like 10 minutes straight. Because that was kind of annoying in Darkest Dungeon 1. Like, imagine if you find a dead end in one of these and you have to go walk back for like 5 minutes. It takes kind of forever. That's not enough damage to kill. I would have to hit all of them again, really. It's not ideal. But we shall do it. Alright, we have 3 paths. Which one do we think it is? This one statistically has the highest amount of possible paths, which means it's 100% not there. We have this path, which is 69. Lester would want us to take this. It's also down. Oh gosh. The 69 and it's down. This is like the perfect room for Lester. Should we take it? Is that even a question I know I know he's gonna say to? Honestly, I'm going to. Because we're definitely not going here. I feel like this one's a trap. Yeah, we're gonna go this way. I am confident either a merchant or a boss room is here. I'm not confident which, but I'm pretty sure one of them is here. We'll find out which. Alright, we'll take the poke, take the poke. Hope that this gem dragon has enough damage. He does, actually. Yeah, we gotta go down on the 69 to find the room. Okay, this having a double break here actually gives me some confidence. Because I feel like one of these 2 paths leads to the boss room. Which one? Probably the one we pick second. Funniest thing you've ever heard a customer say while working retail? Wait, the sentence you just said? How did that even come up? Okay. Yeah, it's really unfortunate that we don't have the extra stats. I do miss them. I'm gonna go this way for some reason. But yeah, it feels weird not having the extra stats. We're going to notice it a lot when we go do our Vault Keys. Because it's quite a bit slower to open Vault Keys when we don't have the extra magic. Because occasionally we won't one-shot. Whereas with the stats, we will always one-shot. At least with the stats we currently have. Well, maybe not always, but pretty much always. Unless the board has like 2 skulls on it or something, or less. Well, with our current amount of magic, I think we need like 10 plus skulls in order to one-shot consistently. With the Diamantina team, that is. One, two, three, four, five. Treasure room? I should have taken that red first, so I guess it doesn't really matter. Also, now that I think about it, I don't think I've ever worked a retail job. I've worked quite a few odd jobs, but never retail. I've had jobs where I basically had to restock stuff before and deal with customers directly, but never like an actual like standard like block retail kind of store thing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Come on, boss room. You know you want to. I feel like retail would be a really annoying job to do, though. Though most of that's getting automated out these days. Like, I know the Walmart on my corner, which I really hate that they did. But I think there's only like 3 people even in it at any given time with how much it's been automated. Like, parts of the restocking has been automated. The entirety of the cashiers. Like, there's no, like, person checkout counter. Like, it's all self-checkout. And I wouldn't be surprised if they have, like, a manager, one person running the what would you call it? Like, watching over the self-checkout places. And then, like, a few people just, like, helping out with the restocking thing. And that's probably, like, the whole population of the place. Hey, we got it! Oh, look at that! See, we still have it. Look at that. A 0 wasted torch run. We got it. The 69 down was correct for once. And we actually didn't take the wrong path either. The main reason I went left... I don't know. What was all the reasoning for why I went left? It just felt like the way. I'm not sure what. But it felt like the right way. The opposite of right. Alright, I'll take this one. No, 69 down is not always correct. It's been wrong more times than it has been correct. It's just based on the other paths we had, it just seemed like it was more right, and it was. I still don't understand what the Underspire strategy... I mean, yeah, Underspire strategy is. Like, sometimes, like, we will implement that strategy and it'll work perfectly. And then other times, it never wants to work. It doesn't have any consistency. Some things are still pretty consistent with it, though, but even those fail at, like, a small percent of the time. Which makes me never know what to think with Underspire. There's a lot of mechanics that seem like they work a lot, and then they don't, and then it seems like they never work. Or we'll get, like, a couple weeks in a row where, like, that strategy fails every time. Like, it definitely doesn't seem purely random. But gosh, the strategy to actually go through is just kind of weird. At least one thing that has still been pretty consistent. Highest level to get to main door, I would say is about upwards of 95% consistent. I've only seen it not be the case twice in all that we've done. In every single week. Let's see. Could you imagine getting an achievement for a perfect Underspire? We were pretty close. The most perfect we got was 5 rooms off. One where we got 2 off, and another where we got 3 off. So yes, I have still never done a truly perfect Underspire. I made 2 mistakes, which cost 5 torches. That has been our closest that we've been able to do yet. Hello, yeah! Welcome, welcome. Hope all's been well. Alright, the final torch for now. And then let's go open Volkies. A ton of them. Not sure how many, but we'll go for a good chunk. Not in like a huge rush to get them done, but do have to at some point before the end of this month. Actually, I mentioned earlier I need to go food shopping this weekend. You know what else I need to go do this weekend? I still need to go buy those pants for the jury duty. I still haven't done that yet. I need to. Obviously, I still have a good, like, couple weeks. But, yeah, I own no pants. Or at least no formal pants. Because they're all shorts or sweatpants. Alright, we did that. Epic trial we already did. Why is it even showing there? At least it's all the way at the end. Okay, so the only thing we haven't done is open a billion Volkies. Let's go open them then. And we'll hand out a redeem code on the first very cool loot we get. Any like the bigger orbs or anything like that. Yes, you have to wear pants to jury duty, which is why we need pants. We are pantsless. Hey, a blue orb. Not an awful start, but not what we're looking for. It feels weird how much more common it is to ascend troops. Because, of course, when troops first came out and were ascendable, there's actually two things that happened. One thing is it was slightly controversial, because they actually had a... I never clicked it. But one of the most controversial things about Ascension was actually that there was, and still is, though the way that it works now is a little bit different, but there was a button to disenchant like all of your spirit copies of troops. And then they ended up doing an update like several months to about a year later where you can use spirit troops to, you know, ascend the troop to become stronger. And the most controversial thing about that was not necessarily the power creep, but that a lot of people actually completely disenchanted all the previous copies. It's one of the reasons I feel like they never really buffed disenchanting. Because if they ever did, everyone who's ever disenchanted everything for like no value would complain that now that you can get like 1,000 times more value with whatever, whenever they finally rework it, which they probably never will. So, you know, they would never do that after like the backlash that happened when they did Ascension. And I was trying to make some kind of other point about Ascension. I completely forgot what I was initially trying to go on about. It's funny by you don't have to wear pants, really? They gave very few instructions, but one of them was no shorts, which implies pants. Though they theoretically did not say you have to wear pants. They just said no shorts. Which, yes, does mean pants. Or implies Donald Duck. Do kids even know that much about Donald Duck or anything like that? Like, I feel like they would know very little about, like, things like, well, I can't even remember the other thing. But things like Mickey Mouse and Tom and Jerry, like a few other things like that. I feel like a lot of kids wouldn't know about that. Or as much as, you know, some of us would. Because they don't really have much of a presence these days. Those kind of things. Even though at one point they were pretty big. And to some degree still are. Those poor things will never know true joy. I don't know. I think the main thing, one of like my main childhood memories, that I feel like doesn't exist to as big of a degree these days as it did in the past. I don't feel like there's really an equivalence for like Saturday morning cartoons as there was in my time and probably some of your guys' times. Like the 1980s, 1970s, my experience the 1990s to early 2000s. Like, there was a lot of really good stuff. A lot of the equivalence of that these days is not that good. Like, at all. Like, compared to what used to be there, is not quite the same. Hey, redeem code time, Major Orbital Forging. And yes, I do consider Major Orbital Forging still good. I know some of you guys don't need it anymore. Like you, Tyrion. But some of us still need a few more. And then they become useless. But for now, they're still good, so we're counting it. Major Orbital Forging. It sounds like it's not a small one. Normal Forging Orb is so bad. But the major one, I still need a few, so we're counting it. There we go. Hello, Bioraptors. Welcome, welcome. Only glory orbs are useful. To a degree, true. Though pet orbs, too. You have to keep in mind, most people have not maxed every pet. Like, I'm pretty sure there's less than 100 people in the whole game that has maxed every pet. Maybe even less than that. There's even people who might have maxed a lot of pets. They might not own all pets. Actually, technically, I don't even own all pets. I still have not got the Infernus. It is 100% in drop table. It just refuses to drop. Like, you guys seen Infernus in the last month or two, right? It's out there. I just never see it. I'm starting to think it doesn't exist. But, yeah, it just does not want to drop for me. I do not know why. It was like 2 Vault events back. Yeah, even my own guild got the event. It was just ages ago. Like, they are in drop table. Every statted pet is. Like, every pet with stats will always return to drop table. Cosmetic ones, not so much. Their returnability is questionable. But every single pet with stats will always return into a drop table in Gems of War. But yeah, it just refuses to give me that. We've been needing that for over a year now. And my guild has gotten it at least a couple times within that time. I just never been around when those few times happened. It just as we keep getting more and more pets, it's harder to get each individual one. You got Infernus last night on Xbox? You almost sent me a screenshot. Yeah, it is out there. But yeah, we are one of the few people with all pets. And by all pets, I mean ignoring the $5 plus pets that are in drop table that we seem to not want to get. It just refuses to drop for us. But the only ones we don't own, not counting all the starry pets that haven't happened, are... oh wait, even that other money locked one I even got. Oh no, I didn't. Never mind. Yeah, the only 2 I'm missing are 2 of them are recent money ones. I did get a couple of the other ones, but I'm still missing Infernus Imp and Tina Toy. During their events, they were a minimum of $5 buy-in if you wanted them instantly. But you can find them in drop table. They are both indeed in drop table right now as we speak. Just a chance of specifically finding either of them feels even lower than the average pet drop. I'm not sure if they have like inflated hardness to get, or if there's just so many pets in the drop table it just feels like that. But aside from those two, we have every pet in the game. Because all these starry pets are currently impossible to have. And the only two are Infernus Imp and Tina's Toy for other ones. We also have all the other money pets too. Like the Android one and the Steam one as well. Actually, we can see the breakdown right here. Oh, well, right here. Well, I'll eventually click the right button. This number looks a lot lower just because of all the starry pets though. Oh wait, we're missing a weapon? Wait. What weapon am I missing? Oh! Yeah, Sword of Ice. This was a new weapon added in version 7.0 of Gems of War. It's one of the 3 starter weapons you get if you started the game within the last couple months since 7.0. And this is the only one that has not rotated around yet. I believe we have a Glacial Peak somewhat soon. Oh no, definitely by the end of the year, which I hope. But yeah, this weapon's currently impossible to own unless you started your account within the last, like, month. Which, of course, is pretty much most of us. So, you know, we all don't have it. So there are some newer players that have that weapon, but everyone else doesn't. It might actually be the rarest weapon to see in the game these days. To some degree. Because the only way you can actually own it is if you, as a new player, with your starting weapon, chose to pick that weapon. Though, of course, everyone will have it once the Glacial Peaks event rolls around. Oh, can you buy it with a $5? Yeah, you might be able to buy it with a $5 too. With like those weapon offers or whatever they have. Though, can you? Because I don't think I've gotten a weapon offer for it. And it's the only weapon I'm missing. Because some of them just don't appear in the weapon offers. Like the ones that you can get. I'm not talking about the weekly $5 one associated to each kingdom. But I mean, sometimes you get an offer in like your top left over there. Where it's like, hey, do you want to get this weapon for like $5 or whatever it is? But I believe some aren't in that drop table. And I'm pretty sure that one is not in drop table. Because I can't recall ever getting a weapon offer for it. Despite it being the only weapon I'm missing. That or just stops giving you weapon offers when you're missing so few weapons. And by so few, I mean one. But maybe once you need like only like 10 weapons left, they're like, oh, let's stop giving the offers. Because I could have sworn I've never seen one occur there. So hello, Isabel. Welcome, welcome. Yes, I did assume you were here the whole time. I almost always do. Well, welcome, Isabel. Oh, wait, why am I doing this? Wait, I'm so distracted right now, I didn't even realize I'm not even opening Vault keys. How long have I not been opening Vault keys for? That had to have been a good couple dozen fights. That's one issue I have when I'm doing Vault keys and not paying attention. If I mash click out of the Vault menu, I'll default to the Explore menu. And then I'll get stuck in a loop doing Explore. Instead of doing Vaults. I know he lived. Oh, that's actually really problematic. I need a lot of mana there. Oh, wait. What's his name died? Wait, did he just die to burn or something? How did he just die? Hey, Lesser Orb of Glory. Weakest one? Still good, though. Actually, we almost have enough Lesser Orbs of Glory to max out every mythic in the game to bronze. Something I could do whenever, I just haven't bothered to. We'll save it for a stream. There's going to be a stream where we bronze level over 100 mythics in one stream. When we're doing it, I have no clue. But we could do it pretty soon. I think even by the end of next Vault event, after we use all those Vault keys, who knows, maybe we'll even do it on our birthday. Since we might have jury duty in the morning. Once we actually do the stream at night, maybe we'll go do a 100 bronzing, or technically 100 plus bronze mythic upgrade. And also choose some to gold as well. Maybe we'll gold like 5 to 10 of them while we do it as well. And bronzing all of them can let us just look over all of them and see which ones we might want to do. Mostly for the goal of actually upgrading like 10 of them with 2 gold. Because that's going to be over a year's worth of gold medals. Or maybe not. The mechanic came out in mid-December. So if we did it early November, it would be closer to 11 months, not 12 months. You know, that's basically a year of gold medals stacked. Useless major ingots. We'll add it to the pile, though. There we go. You don't think it got a late hello either? No, I said hello to Tyrion at the beginning. Teams above. Oh yeah, I saw you post teams. I wasn't sure if you were posting them for someone else or for me. What was the team that you mentioned? I thought you were posting for someone else who asked. What are they teams for? Running vaults or something else? If you added shiny shark to your name. They're vault teams from viewers? Okay, let me go look at them real quick. We're probably still going to stick with this, just because I'm so used to where you need to click. That's just like habit at this point. Go check them though. Oh yeah, using Ruby Mask, or Ruby, whatever this thing is called. I can't say that word. But yeah, using the Ruby with Empress. So basically like the other team, but you have to buff it up once. That'd be slightly slower, but I guess not that much because Diamantina has quite a bit of mana cost to fill. What was the other one? The other one is this one? But yeah, that uses a new mask to run it. Or the Ruby, whatever you want to call it. And this one is Diamantina. What's this guy here for? Good damage to all. Sensia. What's this first dragon for, though? His team makes sense, except for this dragon. Confused as to what this dragon does. Because you would normally want to have Diamantina up front. The Sensia would still be correct. Leprechaun. I guess you're using it as the alternative damage. But you could put your hero there and get some free class XP. Like Black Manacle Hero. I don't think this is serving any unique purpose. Unless it's for dragon bonus, but yeah, you can still do that with hero too. Wait, do you actually get magic? I actually forget. Do you get magic for using 3 dragons on a team? I actually completely forget. I don't remember. Troops, dragon. No, you do not. You do for 4, but not for 3. You get 3 magic. Oh, that's what I thought. I wasn't sure, though. Oh, that's not the team I want to run for that, though. Go back! Oh, that's not the right one. Go back! Oh, wrong one. There we go. Oh, I hate when they move me to front. It's actually really annoying because Diamantina is actually in a really unfortunate spot for that, though. Also because Leprechaun just blocks. And he already would have had no mana because of having to do his explode initially, of course. But yeah, that one team that puts the AoE in front, I've actually never really tried that with Diamantina. Normally with the AoE, I put it behind it. For example, like Hero right here. It's behind the Diamantina. You can technically tank with it, though. The main reason I normally lead Diamantina, at least in a battle like this, is it has 50% score reduction. So a lot of times, especially when you're not going out of your way to get barrier on Brown Hero, or just not even using it in the case of this one, there's a lot of times Diamantina can actually be tankier. Since most of the damage you're taking is Skull. Hey, another Glory. We haven't gotten any super big drops, though. Like, we got the major forging, but nothing. Oh, no! Oops, I just ruined my interface. Wait, 1 second. Wait, for you guys it looks the same. For me, it looks... Okay, there we go. Fix it. I have no clue what just happened there. I, like, double-clicked on the thing to try to... What was I trying to change? Oh, yeah, I was trying to update my Glory Orb. I clicked on the sources above it. And then it popped it out. And it made everything look so weird. Alright, let me update the Glory thing. Just trying to change that one text to a 4 instead of a 3. Though on the front end, I'm pretty sure it looked no different at all. Hey, an ingot. How many keys are we down to? I still kind of want to open a few more. I want to get to a nice clean number, though. Can you stop surviving with, like, 1 HP? That's what the Black Manacle is normally for, cleaning up, but, ideally we just go for the one-shot so it doesn't matter. You got shiny Hooters? Oh! Tyrion, you probably didn't see it because you didn't watch the other stream. But we got the Hoot Hoot version of Hoot Hoot, or, you know, the Hooter thing, in the other game today. It's actually a really rare thing in that game as well. It'd be one of the rare shinies to get. We didn't actually get a shiny, though. It was just a normal one. The process for getting it's just really, really annoying because it's an egg-only thing in that game. But yeah, we got the Hoot Hoot equivalent in that game. It literally just walks around on 1 foot. Like, the one in Pokemon technically has 2 feet. But it normally looks like it has 1. The one in that game we've been playing, it literally just has 1 foot. It's actually pretty good, though. You don't, it doesn't get good until later in the game, though. It's kind of funny because we're up to the point in that game where we're just scrapping our entire team and just building a new one constantly. It feels like what I did for Legends Arceus, where the things you find around you are just so strong relative to what the scaling of EXP is, that you just keep replacing your team every single time you move to a different area. The Golden Nuggets Geodude, too. I got so many of them from Legends Arceus, the Golden Geodudes. I have never want to see a Golden Geodude again. I think it might actually be the shiny we have the most of. It's so disappointing seeing that many shiny rocks. He's not even good either. Like, they power crept that Pokemon like at least 3 different times. As far as things that are like him but just superior to him. You thought it was shiny nose pass? No, that was just us getting unlucky. Though I did already have that one as shiny as well. Alright, we'll open 5 more keys and we'll call it there for now. Till tomorrow nights where we shall keep chipping it down. But yeah, as far as the other game, we will be streaming it again the same that we did the other 2 days. We're going to go for like 12 hours, starting around 7:30. Going until we do Gems of War stream. Only ending a little bit earlier if we are hungry. And by earlier, I mean like half an hour earlier. I've been really addicted to that game. It's a lot of fun. One nice thing about indie games like that is, you know, they can take all the good mechanics of games and, like, get rid of all the bad mechanics. Which a lot of, like, AAA games don't necessarily do. Whereas indie games easily could. Just scrape off every mechanic that doesn't work and then just keep the good ones. It's a lot easier to do when you're doing it on a fresh IP. Like, Pokemon has quite a bit of an issue that Gems of War has at this point, where it just has so many units. They both have over 1,000 different units. And that's hard to balance. That's hard to do anything with. Also, why are we getting so many Orbs of Glory all of a sudden? I keep updating the number every, like, second. Where'd it go? Alright, number has been updated. And that should be a match unless there's not enough skulls. There is, and there we go. Okay, final orb. Anything good? Let me guess. Another Orb of Glory? Oh, that would have been funny. Hey, Tribute's ready, though. There we go. And, oh gosh. Time to play the minefield that is don't accidentally click XP boost. This is the final mission of the stream. Don't click the time bomb. Quite literally, it is timed. Alright, there we go. We successfully not clicked claim all. The easiest way to do it is just click all the way on the side where they don't overlap. So you can't accidentally match click, because you know it's going to happen. Though there is like a 1-second buffer even if you do match click. Oh wait, I didn't finish the blue objective. Wait, we're not done. Let me go to Merlantis for like 10 seconds. Wait, hold up. How on earth did we kill that many and we still didn't get it? Alright, give me a second. Hold up. Hold up. Gotta kill this thing like 5 times because you get like 3 blue kills per battle, if not 4. Gotta get a few. They do have Submerge here, but if you're one-shotting them, it doesn't really matter how much Submerge they have. Oh, I just realized this isn't enough damage to actually consistently one-shot this place. Yeah, surprisingly, it's actually consistently one-shotting this place. You know what? Let's just stick with it. This isn't supposed to be able to one-shot here. You normally need the double team. There is something here tanky enough, but for whatever reason, it's not appearing in our fight. There it is. Ah, yeah, that's why. I knew there was something here, the reason why you normally don't run single Dust Devil. Yeah, Azura is the reason, and probably a few others. But Azura is one of them that has enough durability to survive a full AoE hit. Apparently him if you get enough buffs. But yeah, this isn't why you normally run the double Dust Devil thingy. But we need so few, I'm just running with this. No, he gained Submerge! Wait, why did I just hit him with Skull? He's already available. Wait, did he just barrier? Oh, no! He had the barrier, too. Wait. Oh, good. We still had 2 skulls. Even if he had barrier there, we still would have been fine. Don't make me have to get the Dust Devil team out. Or the double Dust Devil team. Or, you know, double cast team. I just want to keep one-shotting things. Oh, and there's another one we can't one-shot. Making this team substantially slower than just, like, running Rollade. Alright, one more. We should be good to go. Alright, that one we definitely can't one-shot. It's not going to stop us from trying. And this is why you only run this in a few select kingdoms. And this is not one of them. But there we go, 100 gems. Gotta claim that. That would have been a bit of a fail if I didn't. But there we go. Alright, now we'll end it. Gotta get that free 100 gems there. But anyways, guys, we're going to be heading out for now. Feel free to leave a like on the stream. Helps a lot and is greatly appreciated. We'll be back tomorrow night. Same time as always, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 1 hour prior to now tomorrow. You guys know the drill. Tomorrow we'll be doing the class events, opening some more vault keys, and, you know, continuing Underspire. This Friday weekend event, we're going to be having Bounty Hunter, because we're getting a new Zolkari troop for it. Actually, I could have easily checked it just by looking here. It literally tells you in game this time around. Bounty Hunter, 1 day, 5 hours. But yeah, we're having Bounty. Actually, I'm pretty sure the event even says it. Yeah, there it is. And there's the 28-star Zolkari troop. And then we get 2 more, I believe, late November? That will make us have 30. So if you're planning on 30 starring Zolkari in November, you might want to max this bounty troop out if you don't normally do it, as it will be required to have this maxed for 30 stars Zolkari in late November, assuming you have literally every other requirement. Which if you do, yeah, make sure to have that. Actually, we're almost at the 30 star too, or the level 20. I mean, I think I only need like 40 more green deeds or something, and we can go get this place permanent 1 magic. And that's also one of the requirements for getting the other permanent 1 magic from good old 30 star. But it'll get there. But yeah, we'll get 28 on this Friday, and then 30 late November. Anyways, guys, I'll catch you guys later. Thanks for stopping by, and see you guys soon. Goodbye, everyone. Thanks for watching.